Hadouken!
Every generation throws up their freaky one-hit wonder musical gimmicks. Today, it's anyone Scottish who wins the X Factor. But back in the early 90s, it was Mac Daddy and Daddy Mac from the most equilaterally reflective musical combo of all time, Crisscross.
You caught the bug, didn't you, a little bit?
I confess to thinking they were pretty damn cool.
Like, you know, House of Pain, jump around, Crisscross, jump. It was all about jumping in the early 90s.
Let's not pretend we hated it at the time.
Thinking it was
a good
all
song.
right.
You know, crisscross will make you jump.
I think a lot of people have forgotten that Daddy Mac will also make you jump.
Crisscross wearing their trousers backwards. I mean, we may laugh now, and it was a real novelty, but I wouldn't be surprised if a band came along and did that now and people would perhaps buy into it.
Back to front, upside down.
Was it back to front and inside out?
I mean, I actually saw people walking down the road with their, you know, shirt and trousers facing the other way.
You know where they got the idea from? Me. Oh.
Yeah.
Do you remember Comic Relief? You used to do Comic Relief at school, and you used to have to do a random thing for Comic Relief.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
one year,
Hey, a wacky bath of baked beans.
Yeah, and
Crazy.
my wacky idea one year before Crisscross was wearing my clothes backwards. Thank you.
Never did that. Did you, Matt?
No,
you did,
never,
you?
no. I just don't know
You're a
why
little bit
you would.
defensive about that, you sure?
While all this chart stuff was happening, deep within a laboratory in Newcastle, a mad scientist had split the human light entertainment genome for the first time. One half was called the ant, the other half was called the deck, and the womb that spat them out was called Biker Grove.
Grove! Ooh, Biker, yeah.
It put Newcastle on the map.
I remember the two ginger siblings, the ugliest children on television.
All I remember really from Biker Grove is that me and all my friends would just try and do the Biker Grove accent, which I'm not going to do now because it will sound like I'm being really insulting, but that's all I remember. Everyone trying to do Biker Grove.
Biker Grove, no matter what you get out of Biker Grove, no matter what you thought of Spoggy and the whole of that puberty thing, it didn't matter. The only thing to come out of Biker Grove was, "Me eyes, man, I can't see."
Why, I am blind, man! Got paintballed in the eyes, didn't he? And then they did that rap.
See, Let's Get Ready to Rumble was brilliant. No matter what anyone says, Let's Get Ready to Rumble were great lyrics, weren't they?
Let's get ready to rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. You know, that's what it made you want to do. Let's rumble. You know, you saw those two sort of archetypal males. Let's get ready to rumble. Sort of shout, you know, the voice of youth, angry youth. Let's do it. Let's go out and cause some shit.
Post-pub telly is now something we take for granted, something that's there for dribbling drunk people to do on a Friday night. The genre was invented by The Word in 1991, only back then the people who were off their Friday faces were actually making the show.
I think the word was the beginning of new telly. Was the beginning of the public coming on.
It was rude.
Quite edgy.
It was foul.
Controversial.
It was disgusting. You know, and I used to fancy, what's her face?
It was obviously a young team that said, right, no, we can do this. We know who our target audience is.
It's kind of like rock and roll TV.
Yeah.
Why would you talk to Terry Christian if you didn't have to?
He did have a very strong man accent. Sometimes
welcome
you
to the
couldn't
weed.
understand what he was saying.
Take a cue and grab a mic. There it is, there you go.
There was the guy who I remember seeing retching because he ate a pubic hair sandwich.
That was when it happened, wasn't it? That was like when, you know, the machines started taking control and built the Matrix. That was when art kind of got AIDS.
I remember there was one bit where it's disgusting, but it's funny. There was this guy on a treadmill and he was running and he was sweating.
And then he pulled his top up and there was loads of belly button fluff and a girl licked it out or something.
That's one of the things that I saw when I was really young, and it's haunted me ever since.
Oh, it was so foul, but great TV.
Someone with a snorkel went into a bath of shit and piss.
What, on the word?
Yeah. No, they're in a bathtub, unless it actually wasn't.
That is bullshit.
Why would you sit in a bathtub full of manure?
Classic. They need to bring back The Word. It was such an absolute great show. I don't know why they took it off.
Hadouken!